Alright, Shalom, Akim. Before I start this video, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Alright, I also like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. I also like to give the sincere salutations out there unto you, Akim, unto you, Docket, who are teaching this word and sincerely and faith. Alright, to you, Asher Shalom. I also like to give a sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect in the nation of Israel, you sincere Akim, Aqua. Now watch our videos, okay? And the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the Lord calls Yahweh or Jehovah. His name means he exists, and the name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, and his name means he saves, he delivers. Yahweh is the power of Israel, and Yahweh Shai is his son who's going to come and redeem Israel to save them, okay? And you Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, Seminole Indians, Colombians, Uruguayans, Panamanians, and Chileans, okay? You are the sons of living power. If you're that, your lineage goes back to that descent on your dad's side, okay? Because you are what your father is. Because the man holds the seed, okay? So when you call upon your power, you must say Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Ba in Ha, the Sham name, Yahweh in the name, Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? Because no man may come to the Father but through Yahweh Shai, okay? And just today's lesson is just going to be a faith booster, okay? And how we need to be patient, because the word patient means to suffer. How we just need to suffer these last few prophecies in these last few months that we're here in Babylon, okay? Because it's about to go down. Okay, we almost up out of here. We about to get home, man. Okay, because if you go back throughout the history, okay, the whole reason we celebrate the Passover is because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua delivered us out of the bonds of Egypt through his son Yahushua by having him kill the firstborn of every male of the Egyptians and of the beasts. Okay, there's a great cry heard in Egypt. Okay, so we're gonna go to Exodus chapter 12. Exodus the 12th chapter. Salakia. You're gonna start at Exodus 12 and 11. No, we're gonna start at 12. Oops. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh Bashim Hashai. Okay? And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to Yahweh Shem Yahshai through all your generations. And you shall keep it a feast by ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day you shall put away leaven out of your house, for whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. Okay, skip it down. Skipping. Okay, verse 29. It came to pass that at midnight Yahweh Shai smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne to the firstborn of the captain that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle. Okay, and this scripture is so powerful and it's so important. And I emphasize the scripture so much because it was written and it happened. Okay, anything that's written in this book has either happened, is about to happen, like is happening, or will happen. Okay, which is why the book of Revelation is so important, because it is written that Babylon the Great has fallen and has been destroyed within an hour by thermonuclear fire. Okay, and that's also written throughout all the scriptures as well. Okay, verse 30. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, But there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, Rise up and get you forth from among my people, both ye and the children of Yasharla, Israel, and go serve Yahweh Shem Yashai as ye have said. Also take your flocks and your herds as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leaving, their linen clothes being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders, and the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they bought of the Egyptians jewels of silver, jewels of gold, and raiment. And Yahweh Shai gave the people favor in the sight of Egyptians, so they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. Okay? You can go down to verse 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. Okay, we were under captivity under Pharaoh for a long time. Okay, for a long time. Just like how we've been under captivity in Esau for a long time. From the 1600s to now, we've been under here for 400 years, man. The 400-year mark, we came, I believe our people came over here in 1619. The 400-year mark was 2019. Okay, we've been here for 402 years. Okay, and we're starting to see signs of the chariots. Okay, you know, when these things, we're starting to see blood moons. Okay, we're starting to see prophecies pop off the page. You know, Luke 21 and 28. When you see some of these, you see these signs begin to pass, and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay, Luke 21:28, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, but the scripture is so important because Yahweh Shai promised to get us out of Egypt and to put us back into a land flowing with milk and honey. Okay, what it also has Yahweh Shai promised us. Revelation 18 verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath for fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. Her sins have reached up to heaven, and Yahweh Shem Shai hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she will reward you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the covenant she hath been filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I said the queen am no widow. Okay, Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore know this, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Okay, Isaiah 47. Okay, Isaiah 47 and 8. Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh shall that judge her. Okay, 2 Ezra 15 and 5. Why are all these plagues coming? Behold, saith the outer one, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the whole works are fulfilled. Okay, how has wickedness exceedingly polluted the whole world? Okay, all you hear on the radio, all you hear on these mainstream songs, okay, is these damn niggas, okay, because they're not Israelites, okay, even though they are by their father, okay, they identify as niggas and black African Americans. So let them, okay, these damn niggas, okay. They all they do is promote adultery. Okay, I fucked that man, bitch. Oh, I was sleep with his wife. Oh, they pro theft and robbery. Okay, oh I robbed him for his chains, just stole him from him. He a lick. Okay, they promote sodomy on the children. You know, that's all Lil Nas X goes for. Okay, Lil Nas X promotes all kind of sodomy on these children. Okay, he even admits that his biggest target is the kids, man. They even promote sodomy in these commercials. Okay, to these kids on these children's shows, man. Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Okay, that's why Habashim Yashai is going to cleanse this place with thermonuclear fire. Okay. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her, and shall lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, the destruction. Okay, Ezekiel 28 and 19. And all they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Hold on, I'm going to start from Verse 16, by the multitudes of thy merchandise they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of the Most High, and I will destroy thee, O covering sure of the midst of the stones of fire. Thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay before kings that they may behold thee. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thine iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth thy fire from the midst of thee, and shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more. Okay? This place isn't going to be anymore. This place is never going to be inhabited again, pursuing to what prophecy? The prophecy in the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, how did the Yahweh Shai overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? Okay, he got out just Lot and his family. Okay, that's why it's so important to look at Lot's wife. Okay, she didn't have any faith. She didn't have any. She didn't believe in Yahweh Shai. Okay, and she also her heart was with Sodom. Okay, that's why she looked back. Okay, because she missed it. She wanted it back. She enjoyed living in the wickedness. So they told her not to look back, to look ahead. Okay, because she enjoyed living in that iniquity and in that wickedness. So her heart was with Sodom. Okay, and she got turned into a pillar of salt. Okay, remember Lot's wife. Don't look back. Okay, look forward. Look to the new things that are coming. Okay, the kingdom of heaven, living in ultimate righteousness, never having to work again. Okay, being kings, princesses, and priests. Okay, having servants and handmaids, okay, and ruling the earth in righteousness, okay? Because the scriptures say in Proverbs 29 and 2 that when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice, man. Okay, so these everybody's life is going to be a lot better, but a lot better. I dare say 100-fold, because the Israelites are going to be in rule. We're going to have everybody living in righteousness, the law, statutes, and commandments, okay, and it's just going to be a lot better, okay? And how did he overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? He rained fire and brimstone down on Sodom and Gomorrah to destroy it. Okay? And this place is going to be destroyed the same way by raining fire and brimstone down, with this time through ICBM missiles, hypersonic missiles, and supersonic missiles. Okay? Just a bunch of missiles being rained down on this place. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Okay? Verse 10, standing afar off in the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour thy judgment has come. Okay, and these people are thinking that they could bring Babylon back to normal, okay, with all this stuff that they're doing through the Crown Royale 19, okay, through the stimulus checks, and through trying to and just through all this, okay, a lot of these people have hope that Babylon will come back, okay, but the elites and the higher ups of society know, and if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you know this is all just a setup, and this inoculation is a precursor to the mark to see if they mandate the inoculation, who's going to take it, who's not going to take it, so they know the exact same thing with the mark, and they're going to roll out their FEMA camps and really get busy, and it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon to the golden cup and Yahweh Shem Yahshua's hand that made all the earth drunken. Okay, you go anywhere around the world. Okay, there's American embassies and there's presidents and prime ministers. Okay, 'cause they've drunken of the wine, the wrath of fornication of Babylon the Great. Okay, all these places had kings and priests and princes and princesses and queens. Okay, but now all they have is prime ministers. And they do that stupid voting system because he caused the whole earth to worship the image of the first beast, who was deadly when he was healed, which was ancient Rome, who were the plebeians and the patricians. Okay, 2 verse 7, and may all that are drunk in the nation have drunken enough from wine, therefore the nations are mad. That's why these countries are rocked with American no because they realize how flawed and how bullshit this system really is. And they feel funny money, okay? Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her to take balm for her pain, so be she may be healed. Okay, this doesn't really correlate with the scripture that I was reading, but it just goes to show that Babylon has already fallen, that Babylon is already destroyed. Okay, but these people have hope in this place, but this place is done for. It's only going to get worse and worse. It's not going to get better. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches up to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay, which correlates with Revelation 18:5. Okay, continuing on in verse 11, and the merchants of the city shall weep, the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thin wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble. Okay, gold and silver are real riches. Okay. Verse 13, and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Okay, those that have sold out. Okay, because a lot of people have sold out in this place. Verse 14, all and the fruits of thy and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things which are made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones. For in 1 hour so great as riches come to naught, and every shipmaster, and all the company of ships, and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood far off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness. For 1 hour she is made desolate. Okay, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. For Yahweh Bashem Shai has avenged you on her, man. Call all Yahweh Bashem Shai, man, because we up almost out of here, man. And his word was written. Okay, this means it's going to happen. It means it's going to be true. Okay, Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the initial speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay, get to you on verse 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more in thee. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived by thy enchantments, pursuant to Isaiah 47 and 9. Okay, verse 24, and in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Okay, and that's why Yahweh Shai is going to render this place such a huge judgment, pursuant to Numbers 35 and 33. Okay, Ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood of him that is shed therein by the blood of him that shed it. Genesis 9 and 6. Whoso sheddeth a man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, from the image of the Most High made he man. Okay? This is a huge judgment that's going to come upon this place. Yahweh Shai is going to destroy the sinful kingdom off the face of the earth. Between Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of Ha'arawan Yahweh Bashem Shai are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay, so just be patient, Hakim. Keep the faith and keep going, because Isaiah 34 and 16 says this, and I'm going to hear to the Spirit, say, Yah, the book of Yahweh Bashem Shai. He shall fail, none shall want her mate. From my mouth that have commanded, his spirit hath gathered them, okay? Which means it's going to happen if it's written in this book, okay? None of these words shall fail. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. I pray that the lesson is edifying, and until the next time I say, Shalom.